Welcome to the Unspoken Truth podcast show. This your boy JB, aka Spoken, and everybody knows how the old thing goes. I don't ever say the special guest name because they can say their own name. But let me tell you what, everybody always know I say the same thing. But for real, everybody who I select to be on this show is not because they be like, oh man, you should hit that person up. You know, I watched them the other day, and I'm like, no. I'm literally just hitting up. I don't care if it's my favorite dog and they still living. If they meant something to me and had an impact on my life, I'm gonna hit them up and be like, you know what, where that person at? You know what I mean? So this person right here, say your name and I'm gonna go the rest way. What's your name?
Ed Mabrey.
Ed Mabrey. All right. So Ed Mabrey here. He's a poet, and let me tell y'all something real quick. I saw him back in 2000. I want to say 8, when I first started doing poetry and spoken word poetry around that time. I was a student to the game, and I'm still a student to the game. He was a featured poet that came in, and he killed it. He has won all types of national slam poetry events all over the world. He has been killing and touring for years. He's an OG, not by time, but through experience and by skill set and by gift. This man literally is a walking lyricist. You know what I'm saying? But enough of what I'm. They don't want to hear me no more. They're like, man, F you. Let's hear him talk. So how you doing, Ed?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. So I got 18 questions for you. All right?
Okay.
18 questions. Are you ready?
18. Let's go.
Okay. Who is Ed Mabrey?
Oh wow, that's starting off with the doctor. My boy said that's the Dr. Phil question. The curl from the couch crying. I am. I'm everyone. You know, I'm the combination of my mother, my father, and all the life experiences and people I've met along the way. And I know that sounds very like to say someone's a poet and then they start talking like that.
Yeah.
Always sound like they're trying to be poetic. Like, who are you really? You smoking poets or not? Tell us the truth.
Yeah.
But it's just that I firmly believe as I get older, the more I realize that we are the sum of the experiences, not what we take in, but what is our surroundings, like who we surround ourselves with.
Okay.
So everybody around us kind of how we respond to those actions, how we react, determines how we see the world. And our trick is every day to try to get up and try to see the world in a way that isn't going to harm others and isn't going to harm ourselves.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's like the hardest thing in the world to do. Yeah. So some of that sounds corny. I promise you, I don't.
No.
Later. This is not prearranged. I didn't know I was going to have 18 questions. He didn't tell me proper answers. This isn't a poetic thing. It's just that it's a matter of I am the sum of my experiences.
Yeah.
Trying to do the best to learn from each one every day. Most
def. All right. So Ed, man, spoken word, it has been around for a while, a very long time. And there are, in this new generation, I'm pretty sure you see stuff all online, and you see a lot of new generational folks out here putting out spoken words and stuff like that. So my thing is, what's your take on what you see, just from your opinion? What's your take on what you see today, the poets you see today, the new school, when you see spoken word chopped up into probably chop edit videos online versus remembering it and going out and actually holding it all together? What's just your take on how you feel about today and then?
Gotcha. It's a good question. It's with every generation, or not every generation, with every technological advancement, that changes everything, right?
Yeah.
Phones, rotary dial to push button to beepers, right? Beepers to the cordless phone. You try to walk halfway down the block with, see how far you can go for the signal to go out. So same thing. We never think about how that applies to art forms. So with poetry, you had, once slam came in, it was cool, but it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Once you start having like Def Poetry Jam, once you have basically slam, so the modernization of cable being in everybody's house made all of a sudden poetry become in everybody's face. And that changed all of a sudden. oh, I don't have to go to the library or wait for a class to read a poetry book. I can cut on HBO at night and catch it. I can cut on BET Lyric Cafe. Then you had to fast forward about 10 years. I can cut on Versus and Flow. Then when YouTube comes to pass, that has changed the whole game, right? And we didn't think about it poetry. All of a sudden, well, I don't have to. And memorization is overrated anyway, so I'm not saying you have to memorize at all. But it was more a matter of the biggest plus and minus is it gave everyone a platform who had a cell phone or internet access, you know, with a webcam. The downside is it gave everyone access. Like that old joke about, like the old joke about poetry is they asked the old wise man and they said, what's about poetry? He said the greatest thing about poetry is anybody can do it. And the worst thing about poetry is anybody can do it. Like that's how it works. So technology hit it where the downside is you do have people who strictly base their poetic education on what they see online. Right. So it's just they watch for every one poem they read in a book, they watch 20 YouTube videos. And the only problem with it is that it means you can only elevate as far as the person you watch. Your vocabulary is only as high as in your education is only as high as in your wordplay. So you can't outwrite or perform or do whoever you saw. Like if you only see me online, that's as far as you can go. You know, but if you actually crack open a book and read poems and just read anything, not just books on anything, then all of a sudden your vocabulary increases and you can do more things. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a singer and all you ever do is just mess with R&B, and you never listen to country, you never listen to rock, you never listen to hip hop, you wouldn't expand yourself. The same thing. So it's not a negative, it's just unfortunate because what happens is you have those pockets of people that only go that far. So that's been the biggest change, the biggest difference. The popularity thing, like people get upset about the Instagram poets, you know, because they'll type a little thing and post on Instagram and get 100,000 likes and views and make money and pay bills off that. And then turn out there's someone else out here writing a book they've been working on for 20 years. Might sell 2 of them on Amazon. That's just a matter of, I think we as artists have to always be thinking, how can we use technological advancements to our betterment? Because if I have better work and I use all the same things that a younger generation does, then my work's going to be seen just as much, you know, or appreciated just as much, if not more, because the work is there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get mad. I remember when YouTube first hit and what we call YouTube poets, YouTube communities first hit. I was around
the time when around my time.
So I wasn't like I was most people like, that's messed up. Forget them, and they ain't done the work. And you catch yourself and like you sound like some old grumpy man on the porch. They did the work for them, for that like for your generation. That was the work. Learning how to write code, learning how to upload programs, learning how to do other stuff was the work. Where for mine, it was like I remember sending in a VHS cassette tape, trying to get on Def Jam, like literally like recording it. Where the hell you gonna record it? Dub it, mail it, go to the mail, post office, FedEx, Kinko's. Now it's just like, you know, click, phone, stream, hit send.
It's really easy.
And then I learned like, oh, well, why not learn what they do? Why not just learn what the younger generation does? That's what the greats did. Miles Davis always surrounded himself with younger cats because it kept his ear fresh and his imagination open to what was possible. And when it was all said and done, his career became the one that was untouchable.
Most definitely. Well, in every entertainment field, there are struggling everything. You know, struggling rappers, struggling athletes, struggling poets. But in this case, we're talking about poets. And what's your take on, because poetry to me has always seemed, spoken word poetry, that lane, that has always been a lane to me that has kind of been pushed in the back. People respect it. It's pushed in the back. But at the same time, we're one of the only genres that don't really have a system in place to really take care of us as far as financially, royalty wise. And it was, to me, I feel like it was about to take place when it was looking like that it was about to open up around the Def Poetry time. And then after that, it just kind of we just out here. And then it's like kind of get the way you get it, how you live. So how you feel do you feel like there's ever going to be a system put in place and that poetry is going to be a respected platform like hip hop and R&B and country.
That's such a, okay, you're gonna make me be honest on here, ain't you?
Oh man, you gotta be honest, man.
We had this conversation happens like once every few months online, right? We'll see some photos jump up. How can we eat this? How can we eat that? Do I think poetry will ever be respected on those same levels by those people? No. I think poetry is respected. It's one of, I mean, as long as you can talk this poetry. You know, one of the first things a caveman ever did was try to get a cave woman, and he grunted to her in some kind of way that got her attention.
Yeah.
Every religious book on this planet is based upon the quality of the poetry in it.
Yeah.
The Quran is an entire single verse. The Bible has literally psalms in it. Genesis, Revelation, people know Psalms. So poetry is extremely popular globally in pockets. But when you talk about commercial, which I know you're saying, when you talk about commercial appeal, is it ever going to get you the Nike endorsement? Is it going to get you the tour? Is it going to get you the sold out Live Nation concerts? No, it's not. Because of two things. One, the poets themselves can't agree on anything. So
I get where you're going with that. Yeah.
Right. Like if you're not a union like Teamster Union.
Yeah.
Like, we agree. Like I remember, and I'm gonna speed up. I'm sorry, I'm taking too long. But
no,
I remember when I was living in Columbus, Ohio, for a period of time, all the poets there spoke to every other poet there.
Yeah.
Our shows didn't conflict, our features didn't conflict, our slams didn't conflict, and also if we brought somebody in, then they went through a circle of getting paid, or we did something. So it was understood, like, you don't talk to us for any less than a certain dollar amount. Yeah. And everyone pays around the same dollar amount. So there was no beef and no problems. And the scene really survived and thrived like that. You have to have that on a state by state or a national level.
Okay.
Also, when you talk about money, is who's going to look at us and say you equal money, right? Like who's the most influential poet? The most influential poet. And don't get me wrong, like I know that you do poetry, so this is not. Like,
no, you good.
Influential poet has 1% of the online clout to the 50th most popular comedian.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like think of the 50th.
The
100th. Nationally, think of the 100 most popular comedian. Like they sitting there mad, like I'm 100. I'm ranked number 100 on the funniest comedians, on the planet.
Yeah.
They still are a million times above the biggest named poet.
You
know? And think of how comedy gets looked at. Or I remember Rodney Perry told me this. He said, I feel sorry for poets. He said, because I always thought as comedians, we were the redheaded stepchildren of the performing arts. He's like, but if we're the redheaded stepchildren as comedians, y'all are the child of redheaded stepchildren in terms of how you are received. So I think individually, Saul Williams has made a nice chunk of change off poetry. I think Royce da 5'9's last album, technically speaking, is spoken word. I think it's spoken word. I think K-Dot stuff, half of what K-Dot drops is spoken word.
Most definitely.
So I think in pockets, I think individual poets can make money. I know poets that are Emmy winners. I know poets that are Grammy nominees. But to say that they open the door or there's like this whole flood, no, because the money has to look at you and go, okay, how do we make money off this? And the only way to make money off of it is to do what they ask you to do. I know poets who write for HBO, poets who write for Showtime, poets who write for ESPN, but they're not being asked to write poems. They're being asked to take that skill set and then write this other stuff. Exactly. So, take Tank from Tank and the Bangers, got nominated for a Grammy. She started in poetry. But you can't say that her album is poetry. She's a singer also, so not taking anything away from her, but it's So to say that we're ever going to get there, unfortunately, if I'm brutally honest, we're never going to get there because of what we'd have to do to get there. It would take another Russell Simmons. It would take another billionaire, a Jay-Z, to say, you know what, we're just going to plunk down X amount of money, and 1/5 of our roster has to be spoken word artists. Allowed to do spoken word, and we're going to drop the album. So you need a spoken word artist to drop an album. You need a model that does spoken word on the side. You need a singer that's half singing, half spoken word. You need Nike commercials. You need Gatorade commercials where it's obviously spoken word, not rap. You need it across the board. Or all of a sudden, then other companies go, oh shit, we need a poet. Like real quick, we need a poet right now.
Yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
need a Oscar-nominated movie where the focus is on poetry. Like
Yeah.
you talk about poetry now, we still go all the way back to Love Jones, man.
Bro, right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, that's your answer. But yeah, so there'll be poets that'll be, and I hope I'm one of them that'll be successful on that next level. But as far as like as a whole, or one day, you know, the Grammy nominated category for spoken word, my boy Sekou the Misfit got nominated last year. I think it's been one other person. Normally goes to a comedian or somebody who does an audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's how much they care about it.
All right. Moving on. Give us a story of the worst whooping you've ever gotten in your life.
Oh, I can do this one quick and easy. Shout out to my mom from Dayton, Ohio, holding it down during the coronavirus. Phil's doing the thing. The worst whooping I ever got in my life, there's two, and they're actually around the same thing. I cheated on a Spanish test. And actually I wasn't cheating. I was passing the answer sheet from one person to another person. Back in the day, you had to pass notes. I don't know how they do it now, but you got phones.
Yeah, I know about it.
No, so I was passing the cheating thing on.
Yeah,
and I got caught with it. And the teacher was like, "I'm going to tell your mom." My mom has surgery that day.
Oh my God, man, this dude.
So she was at home.
Oh my God.
Like they had packed like 20. Literally, they had packed 20 feet, which is crazy. 20 feet of gauze was in her sinus passages.
Yeah, wow.
Just like they had packed it, like so, and they're like she had some kind of weird sinus surgery. So all this was just gauze inside her face, like in her passages. So she had to lay her away so she could breathe, all this stuff. And I don't know that the Spanish teacher, she tells someone at the school they're gonna send a letter home. So I rush home, get the letter out the mailbox, right?
Oh, God.
Safe. But our school secretary was also our church secretary, who was also high school class graduates with my mom. So she has already called and told her.
Lord, I know what this is.
So I hide the letter. I'm doing good. I'm in my room chilling. She comes out like, "Mom, you chill. I'll make you a sandwich. What you need, I got you, Mom. You just relax today. You do so much. You're a champion." She's like, "All right, you know, yeah."
Oh my gosh.
I make her the sandwich. She eats the sandwich. I make her some fresh Kool-Aid. She drinks the Kool-Aid. I get the pillows for her. I run her a bath water. And she says, "Cool, I need you to do one more thing for me real quick." I said, "Okay." She's like, "I need you to go and get all your friends because I was going to order you some pizza and y'all could hang out in the front."
Oh my gosh.
That's my mom. Bet. I go to my boys, "Yo, y'all got to come through. Mom ordering pizza. It's on." They all come through. They're all sitting in the front porch. She says, "So I need you to go ahead and do me a favor. You go out to the front porch. I'll be there in a minute." I say, "Cool." I'm out front waiting for the pizza delivery to come. She calls my name. So yeah, I turn around. She opens the door. She says, "Everybody come up here on the porch." They all come from the porch.
Oh Lord, she about to make it a sound by show.
And she has the screen door closed, the front door open. And she says, "I need you to go get what the teacher sent home about your Spanish test." And I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And she catches me to the nose so fast that I didn't, like, you see the moves are like,
yeah.
I hit snap back twice, just 2 stiff left jabs. And I was just like, "What are you doing?" She said, No. All my friends like, "Oh," and they go to take off. She said, "No, y'all stay right here."
Oh Lord.
She went and got the church belt and she lit me up.
The church belt.
And she was like, "If your hands come off this front door, it's not gonna be nice." And literally, I had to take this ass whooping in front of my whole neighborhood, my whole
life. Lee. She said that a real night.
Bro, they running and telling other people, "Yo, Eddie getting his ass whipped." And everybody, so it's just the girl I had a crush on.
He get his ass whooped, y'all.
Man, everything. It was, I literally forgot that. And she reminded me like last Christmas.
Wow.
Because what's scary about it was the packing. I didn't know they had packed her. I didn't know what they did with the surgery.
Yeah.
Packing from her sinus surgery starts coming out her nose.
Wow.
So as she's whooping me, this gauze that's just hanging down. And I don't know what it is. I just see this white fabric start coming out her nose. And I'm like, she is so angry. She is literally turning into a creature on me. And it like put the fear of God in me, yo. I was so good in that Spanish class after that. I was so good. It was hilarious. So yeah, I said that was the worst one I ever got.
Wow. Y'all heard it, y'all. Y'all heard it. And you damn sure needed that whooping, especially at her coming out of surgery and everything. Golly.
Bro, yeah, I couldn't complain. I was like, you got this one. You know, looking back, I was like, I deserve that.
All right. Here we go. What will make you feel like you made it? Wait. Do you feel like you made it? And why not? What will make you feel like?
No, because I'm a perfectionist. So I don't ever believe in making it.
Okay.
I do believe in elevating to the next level. I believe I've made it more levels than I could have ever dreamed. And now that I know that that's possible, I'm really pursuing bigger dreams. My thing is I've been dreaming too small half my life. So now I'm trying to dream like big, you know?
Yeah.
So no, I do believe there's more levels to hit. And I do intend on achieving, you know, as many as I can before I die. I'll die trying to achieve a level. You know?
Okay. Most deaf. You gotta stay busy. For real. All right. What brings you peace, and what will happen if you don't get that peace?
Quiet brings me peace.
Okay.
Yeah, quiet, bro. I like quiet sometimes. No drama. And what happens is I usually will get away from everybody or tell everybody around me to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do well with drama. It doesn't, because I have a short, my grandfather, I'm like this, where it takes a lot to get me worked up.
Yeah.
Once I hit that point, it takes a whole lot to bring me back down.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. That feeling that like once it clicks and that's it, I can feel myself where like there's a voice going, calm down. And
but you're like, you ain't calming down.
Yeah, you ain't calming down. Like, you calm your ass down. Like, you know, like when people get scared at the fight and they see a fight and people got getting scared.
Yeah.
Stop myself. I get scared of myself. Like, dog, like, yo, stop. I'm like, smash. So I just want to do the opposite. Like, try to keep all that down. Right. My grandfather, like, he'd be cool. And then something would set him off, and next thing you know, he disappeared in the back room where they used to live in Dayton, and he'd come out with his rifle. And he would just start walking around with his rifle like, I'm tired of motherfuckers sitting tired, anybody gonna tell me, da-da-da. And you'd be like, whoa, like, what the hell? Like, I'm saying, like, like, who did this? And he would just be walking around the house, walk around the porch, just whatever it was to set him off.
Yeah.
Grab his rifle and just start, and I'd be like, whoa. And he would not come down. Like, it'd be like the next day, he'd be like, he fall asleep like the gun in his lap. He'd be like, you good? He'd be like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So long, and my mom told me I got that, like, I used to get in fights as a kid. I wouldn't remember the fights, I'd black out.
Yeah.
I would like, keep fighting, and then my mom would be like, where are we at? She'd be like, oh, we're at the hospital. But, oh, what happened? She'd be like, no, you need to go apologize.
Wow. Oh, wow. You blacking out like that.
Yeah, I got kicked off a football team one time for flexing the dude on his head, hit his helmet off and dropped him on his head, and didn't remember none of it until I was saying I was at the office, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, my fault.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So try to stay cool, you know.
Hey, y'all better put some respect on air, bro. Like,
everybody's like, this is not a good podcast. It's been a left turn, dog. We're supposed to be talking about poetry and incense and oils and shampoo and soap.
Y'all better stop for air black out on y'all.
I like no drama. I like quiet, man. I'm a funny. I like laughing, man. I was a fat kid who always had the low self-esteem and poor self-image. So I was always cracking jokes and trying to fit in. So my self-image and self-esteem, of course, have grown over the course of time. But at my heart and my core, I'm still that person who just wants, let's laugh and have a good time. You know, because life is too short, bro. Like, that's gonna come. So let's have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, most definitely. All right. How do you feel about, I gotta say it, the coronavirus and how it's affecting the entertainment life as far as performance, especially in poetry, because I don't know.
You're making me real honest right now. Okay, coronavirus and then poets. The coronavirus is no joke, and I think we need to respect it more. It's one of those things where I heard a cat say, don't, like, I think John Oliver said, if you're drinking bleach, you're too worried. If you're walking around licking phone poles, you're not worried enough.
Yeah. Wow.
So we need to find our own middle ground. Out here in Cali, I like what the governor's doing. The shutdown and everything is really dope. It sucks, but it's dope because he jumped on top of it. Let's handle it now. Let's flatten the curve, so we can get on with life. So it's serious. I hate the fact that our presidency is not taking it serious, and he's literally costing millions. By the time it's going to be over, the president will have cost millions of people's lives. So that's no joke. As far as expenses in the entertainment industry is never going to bounce back from this. People say it'll take years, and I say no. What's going to happen is like technology. If something happens to you, you shift, right? So you've seen how many poetry shows have you seen online before the coronavirus compared to now?
Yeah.
You can't measure the increase is like billion percentile increase. Comedy shows online, billion% increase. I don't think when all the clubs open up, everybody floods back because all the clubs ain't opening back up. I know an agent who lost $3.5 million the first month. I know comedians who lost $10,000 in a week. And it was already living paycheck to paycheck. So there is no bouncing back from that. So it's not a dystopian future, but it has shifted. Podcasts are going to be taken more serious. Online poetry shows are going to keep happening after this. Online comedy shows are going to keep happening after this.
Yeah.
Right? Netflix, Zoom looks like a genius.
Right? Right.
Zoom got hit so hard, they weren't prepared for this, and people just been hacking in. I was in one other day, and the guy jumped in just to like smoke weed from a bong and was saying all kind of racist stuff, and he was black. just messing up a big meeting, and the meeting was about film producing. You know what I'm saying? So now the sidebar to poets, which makes me sound like I'm being an ass, but I'm not. It's not affecting poets a lot in terms of their income as poets because most poets don't make their living as poets.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of them are just talking. So, oh, my tour is messed up. You weren't making no money no way. Yeah. There's about 1% of us out there actually making money to pay our bills off poetry. Now it has impacted them in terms of their job, like the actual 9 to 5, and then that impacted if they could go do poetry. That's a different thing. But poets, I don't believe, are getting hit any different than any other performing artists that also have a day job.
Okay.
For every comedian out there, most comedians still got day jobs.
Yeah.
So coronavirus tore my whole tour. No, it didn't stop me from going to the open mic this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't say it's been detrimental. If anything, poets have been turning it into this online like boom. Everybody show. Hell, I was part of a show. I do interviews for another show. So yeah, so it's a balance to it.
Okay. Now you pretty much answered 2 of the questions that I was going to ask you. So, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. You don't have to answer it only if you want to. Is spoken word underrated and why? You kind of answered that earlier. And what is a poet? You kind of said that like a poet is anybody can do poetry.
Right.
You kind of answered that. So I mean, did you kind of got something to speak on that?
The underrated. Do I think poetry is underrated though? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just because anybody can do it, it's still underrated. Anybody can breathe, but there's still something to be said about proper breathing. Like we only use 10% of our lung capacity. I believe poetry is still underrated or underappreciated. But the problem with it is, and that's where we talked about the earlier question, most poets underappreciated. So that's the problem is if you tell, if I go to Pepsi and I go, yo, you should put $1 million down for this tour and this event and this promotional marketing thing and let poets be your next Super Bowl commercial. They go, why? Okay. Show us what you can do that we don't already have done. Now I got to go get the poets together. Who do I get together? That's all going to come back into this boardroom, dressed right, acting right, speaking right, talking right, on time, all this other stuff. That's going to actually put themselves, it's like, here's what I can present you. Here are the poets I can give you and what they're going to do in terms of the job.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, but we already got, everything what happens is everything they can do, with the exception of the written word. Well, I can sing. Well, we got singers. I can rhyme. We got rappers. Also can be in the commercial and act. Well, we got actors.
Yeah.
So all you're providing me is the words. So then I can just hire you as a writer, but I do not need to have you be part of my program or my initiative. I just hire you as a writer. So that's why I say it's underappreciated because some of us that break through that ceiling don't go back and teach others how to do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, so when I say I got cats that have Emmys, they don't have Emmys for poetry, they have Emmys for writing, for NASCAR, for NBA, for NFL, ESPY Awards, ESPN. So the thing is to challenge those people to go back and teach other cats, this is how you take your poetry. Because you can do slam, and all the other stuff that you've done, you've been a part of. You can do that. You got to make people feel. Think about that real quick. To tell someone in 3 minutes, you get one opportunity to hear what I got to say. Feel get strong enough to where you score me, what you feel is a perfect thing, which means in that moment, you've never heard anything more perfect than what I just said.
Yeah.
Regardless of subject matter. So that means we have the ability to make you feel, to make you buy, to make you purchase, to make you choose, to make you vote. But we don't know as a collective how to take that and turn that into a resource for people. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it becomes a thing. So yeah, it's still underappreciated.
What made you get into poetry? But what was also the breaking point? You're like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit, bro. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna quit everything I'm doing. I'm gonna stop working at this grocery store, the bank. I'm gonna tell mom that I don't give a damn about this degree. I'm gonna chase poetry.
Bro, my story is very forced. I'm stupid. I was in love. We broke up, and it was a hard breakup. And brother couldn't afford no therapy because wasn't no life, wasn't no help, no part-time job.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was an open mic a block from where I live. I said, I'm gonna go to this open mic and I'm gonna read this breakup poem about how messed up I was.
Lord, there you go.
I'm gonna depress everybody, and that's all I want. So I want to make a whole room of people feel as depressed as me.
Yeah.
I'm never going back after that. I'm never gonna go back to make a fool of myself. I read that poem was so long, bro. I typed it out. The poem was so long it took me 4 weeks to read it.
Wow.
Until the host said stop.
Wow.
And then I got a standing ovation the 4th time I showed up, but not because it was so dope, but because I said, okay, y'all, this is part 4 of 4. And everybody's like, yes, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Last one.
Wow.
And I was snot and tears and crying and stupid. And I left and I was like, I'm never coming back here again. And then it was like church. That show was on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was good. Sunday, I was good. Monday, I was like, man, I kind of want to go.
Okay.
Tuesday, I was like, I really want to go, but I can't go. I made a fool of myself for a month. I can't go.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I'm sitting up in there looking stupid. And that community of poets there welcomed me with open arms. Like, yo, welcome. We're so glad you got that dumb shit out your system. We're happy about that, but actually we think there's something there. So, and they embraced me and same thing. I went about books back then. I was like, I ain't read no book, dog. I went to school for books. Like, here, read this poetry book, read this poetry book, read this poetry book.
Yeah.
And then that just never stopped. As far as the full-time part, I got to the point I was working a job. I was working in credit card services. Oh my God, for First USA, which is now Chase Bank. It was Bank One, now Chase Bank.
Okay.
I was second in charge of my little cubicle area, making legit money.
That's funny. I just said the bank, and you was really working at the bank.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
Credit card services, little cubicle and the headphones, and welcome to Chase. How you doing that? You're clicking all that crap, balance transfers, all that stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I was doing poetry shows, and it got to the point I had to take a leave to go do some shows. And the day I was supposed to take leave, I got it approved. My supervisor, I never forget her, ugly ass woman with a jerry curl, which is evil. Probably because she still was wearing a jerry curl. She was like, I took your approval for your leave, and I canceled it.
Wow.
You have to make a choice. Either you're gonna do this job or go do that. And I was like, say no more.
You went to go do what you do.
And I dipped. I was with somebody at the time, and I told her, I said, if I can keep making 80% of what my salary was, can I do this? And she's like, cool, because we live together. She said, 80% is cool. We can take a 20% hit. And I toured, and I made, because when filing taxes, wasn't getting, cash in the handshake was black man handshake.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up making more than I was making at the job. And I was like, I'm not going back. Forget the leave. I'm not going back. And then that minute, half for a minute, I went back at another job, did the back and forth for a minute. And then as of about 13 years ago now, wow. Yeah, about 12, 13 years ago, I was like, that's it. I'm not going to do the back and forth anymore. I'm just going to go all in and see what happens. And knock on wood, it's been the job ever since.
Wow. Hell of a story. All right. We're going to ask you one last question, and then we're going to get into the pick one session. All right. I hate to do this, but I just got to do it because I just got to just put my people's on, man. I'm going to throw it at you. I'm doing this only because you're a seasoned vet, so just forgive me. Think of 2 poems that you can remember the most or break it up into 30 seconds and spit. 2
poems I can remember the most.
Or that you put into 30 seconds and spit right now. You spit it. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think of it. 10, 9,
Okay.
I go. Go.
What was it? What was the name of the 10-speed I had? Was it orange? Did it have wheels or wings? Did it have spokes like strings, like guitar strings? Did they play pretty? Did they play nice to me? Did they have friends? Wait, were we friends once? Did I lose you or you lose me? Did I lose you in that summer? Do you remember that summer? That fire, that rose, that exploding balloon, that laughed a million elephants, that of hyenas sitting on the White House porch steps watching, waiting. Is that what did it? All that waiting. With tomorrow stuffed up your nose and yesterday stuck down your throat, afraid to breathe, scared to swallow. Man, your belly was so full of butterflies, you forgot when you left your wings. Did we lose our wings? Leaves on the back of Jim Crow, Jim Brown, all that black running, that Carl Lewis in my veins, that Flojo made us think we didn't need no afro no more. I mean, you can't swim with it anyway. All left to do is sit and wait. Hurry up and please hold. Is that when we lost it? The we, the us, laughed at the monkey on the back? The monkey got his jungle, got his radar, he knew his way home. Do we know our way home? Did we lose our way home? Forget the ticket for the character we pawned and forgot we placed our pride that almighty dollar. Wasn't she pretty? The new guru just faced up. I got questions. Why the dollar bill saying God we trust? Which God where? Where's my legacy? How come my mom was tired of the time? It's because she dead. Why the drugs so good, so sweet, so understanding? And the massage of our temples, the Vicodin, the crack rock, the baby aspirin, LSD, the heroin, all those honest arms and rape veins. When is Jesus coming back? I'm tired of being tired. How come I can't hear the world's gospel no more? Who stole my ocean? Who stole your perfect circle? How come all my suits of death black and every Uber that comes to pick me up looks like a hearse? I got questions.
Let the old saying go.
The old snap.
Get it, poet. Get it, poet. Okay, poet. Okay, poet. Okay, poet. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the end of this, man. All right. Run into it. All right. Pick one. All right. Here's the pick one session.
Okay.
All right. You can't say, well, I don't really know. No. It got to be one. Let's go ahead and get it. Movie theaters or Netflix?
Movie theaters.
Why?
I love movies. I moved to LA for the film industry, not for poetry. I love movies and nothing better than sitting in the movie theater.
That experience, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here we go. I'm hit your left field now. Stank coochie or stank breath? Which one you keeping? Which one you keeping?
Oh, which one am I keeping?
Yeah.
Which one of her am I keeping? I'm keeping the one with the stank breath.
You can deal with that.
She can't stank coochie.
He say you can't have stank coochie.
Yeah. Halitosis is not communicable. Stank coochie is a whole nother, as a pH conversation, you know. Because think about it, have you ever met anybody with fresh breath with stank coochie?
Damn.
Right.
Damn. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Right. So the breath is decent. We can fix everything else.
Hey. Right. All right, let's get it. Ass or titties?
Ugh.
Oh, that's a hard
one. Which one I got to keep or which one I'm letting go?
Which one you keeping? No. I want to know which one you're letting go. I didn't want to just, I got to let that go. I'm sorry.
If I could do without one, I can do without, I can do without titties.
You can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can live in the world for the ass, but you can't. Imagine Ed Mabrey's whole world with just straight titties around and no ass. Everybody just bored ass and just.
Yeah. It's that affects your mind after a while. I don't know why. Yeah. Because you grew up, you know, the booties, the jeans. How important nipples are anyway. So yeah, whole different conversation.
I feel you. All right, here we go. Pick one. You're running on a bridge and you see your career drowning and you see your best friend drowning. Who are you saving?
I'm on a bridge and I see my career drowning and I see my best friend drowning.
In the water, yeah.
In the water. Which one do I save?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to save my career.
You're the first person to say this. I ask everybody the same questions, man. Well, not everybody the same question, but there are certain questions I don't change. And you broke the record of Unspoken Truth history. He said he would not save his best friend, y'all. And that is the first time we ever got that in Unspoken Truth history. Can we get a, hey, man, I guess?
My best friend should know how to swim. I don't know. That's not how to swim.
He said this poetry shit is for real.
Plus, I can eventually one day get another bestie. Maybe it was their time. Maybe that was God's way to say it was their time. But I mean, I'd never be the chief that career.
Like, hey, so, bro, sorry, Sorry,
I'm
dog.
sure I get some phone calls when this come out. I'm sure I get some texts like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
you
But you
feel
gonna get a
about me.
phone call. Well, you getting the phone call. All right. Now here's the follow-up question. And I
Okay.
ask everybody the same thing. You run on a bridge and you look down in the water. You see your best friend drowning and you see Jesus drowning. Who you saving, Ed?
Oh, man. That sounds like a trick, though. Your best friend and Jesus. Uh,
Yeah. Who you
I'm
saving?
saving my best friend.
You saving your best friend. Now why?
Right. I think it's a setup by Jesus.
This is set up by Jesus.
Yeah, it's a sting. Like if I wanted to, I walk in the water. If I want to get out, I can get out.
Oh, okay. That's how you looking at it.
Right. So if
So
I say, because when come time for Judgment Day, like, well, did he save another human being? Yes, he did. I still should get in.
yeah, and you will have a good fight.
That's what
You
I'm saying. I should get in.
you will have a good case on your hands. You really would. You be like,
Be my
well,
lawyer in court in heaven.
hey, for real deal. You'll definitely win your trial. All right, here we go. Pick one. I hate to do this to you. I hate to do this to you because I don't know where you at with this, but this ain't nothing goofy. This is Saul Williams, Nikki Giovanni, or Maya Angelou.
What are they doing?
Just who are you keeping? Who are you keeping? Like just it doesn't matter who's your favorite poet or like just your personal opinion. Who are you keeping?
Between Saul, Nikki, and Maya.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It's just your personal. It's your own personal preference.
I'm gonna keep Nikki.
Okay, you gonna keep Nikki? Why?
Because I'm being unselfish.
Okay. I feel you.
Yeah, I was raised by a woman, so I'm thinking of the impact that Nikki, Maya, and Saul had on society. But if you subtract Nikki, what would that do to Black women in America? Subtract Saul, what would that do to Black women in America? If you subtract Maya, it's a hit. It's a hit, but I don't think it's as hard a hit as you subtract Nikki.
Okay.
And in terms of what Saul has done, in terms of poetry, is great. But in terms of for Black women, I think Nikki's done more to like lift up and inform Black women and give them a sense of pride and so on and so forth. So I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. So selfishly, I got to do that for everyone else.
Okay. Hey, all good. All right, we're wrapping it up. One last question. You gotta pick one, Ed. For the grand finale question of Unspoken Truth. If you had to choose between your dick and your eyes, which one you letting go and why?
Wow. I've heard this one before. It's tricky. Today going forward.
Oh Lord, here you go. Oh y'all.
You gotta qualify. You say ever, like going back to when I was a baby, be different. You know, you had a dick. But today going forward, my eyes.
Wait. You keeping your eyes or you letting it go?
I'm letting them go.
You said today moving forward, you letting them go.
Today moving forward, I will let go of my eyes.
Okay, but when you were younger, you would have kept them.
If I was younger, yeah, I wasn't thinking about, all the pleasures that come with that.
Oh, okay.
But now it's a try. I think I've seen enough. I have plenty of memories I can roll the decks through.
Oh, so you good now?
Right.
You good? I'm good, dog. I'm good.
Right. I can see, and as long as she's loving me and taking care of me in those ways,
yeah.
And that's that.
I got you.
Her voice. I can still smell her scent. I can still taste her. I can still feel her that way. I'm kind of good.
All good.
I can't get old. There's no Viagra for the eyes when you get old.
Hey, y'all heard him, man. He said he's seen enough. He's seen enough. From this day forward, I don't seen enough. This week let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Hey, so Ed, man, I really appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
Definitely, bro.
Tell everybody all your socials, whatever you got, everything that you got running, what ain't popping off, what's going to happen. Tell them.
Everything is my name. It's just EDMABREY. So EDMABREY. That's my Facebook. That's my my Instagram. So Instagram.com Ed Mabrey. Facebook.com/Ed Mabrey Poetry Comedy. As far as everything going on after the Corona thing ends, I'll be back on tour. That's it. Trying to pay bills.
Okay.
Make up for lost time. Right now, you can catch me every day on Facebook and Instagram. I'm doing a free poetry workshop every morning. So people can just log in and see. I'm not going to go out there. They can log in and see that every morning for the month of April. I'm doing interviews on my IGTV. I'm doing interviews on Instagram Live. People like yourself, like famous people. Talking about behind the scenes stuff with them. Other than that, that's it. They can just follow me online if they want to book me, contact, talk, whatever.
Okay.
Thank you, because I mean, you're doing great work. I do, and I want to make sure I say this on the podcast. You've been in your game for a long time, and it takes a lot to survive a decade of anything, a decade plus of anything. That means you know what you're doing. So please keep doing your work, keep doing your job, and whatever that job is for you. And focusing on what matters to you, what's important to you. You know, we take care of our tribe, right? So take care of your circle, take care of your tribe. Anything outside your circle, outside your tribe, not yours to worry about. You know, I believe in that. That's how we come about world peace. If everybody just took care of their house, and if your house is good, then take care of your block. Like worry about your neighbor. If your neighbor's good, then worry about your block. If your block is good, then worry about your neighborhood, then your city. You know, but we want to worry about what's happening all the way somewhere else, but you ain't checked on your neighbor. Or your house is messed up. So I tell that to everybody, take care of your house and then spread out. We actually could have world peace. I saw a picture of you with your son holding a fish.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And I was like, that's the dopest thing ever, because my father was never around, so that never happened that way. And then my son, we're estranged. Well, he's grown and married now, so he's just in his 20s and married now. So we never had that time. So to see that, I was like, that's the goal. You know, you don't understand what you're doing for a living, how you make your money doing this stuff, and 1 million viewers and 250 million views and all that is what pays the bills. But what's important is you chasing your kid around with a crab, you know, in the kitchen, you know, or getting cut by a fish. Like, that's the important part. The important part is conversations like this, and you going, hey, I remember from 2008. Like that knocks 10 years off my life. Right there. I'm 10 years younger because of that. You know, at least for the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that on your podcast. Please don't edit out. But people follow him, support him, help this brother out. Can't call a young man because we're both just grown men now. But follow him, support him, and help him out, whatever that looks like and whatever it takes. You know, we all go through our processes, but we all grow. And I'm excited about your growth from 2008, head of Jamaican restaurants, and now, like, who would have dreamt it? You know, we both are living things we did not dream of before. So it's a blessing, bro.
Much love, man. Much love, man. I really appreciate you for coming on the show, man. Like I say, man, you're a walking legend, living icon. I appreciate you, man. I respect you, and salute to you, soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise, man. All day.
All good. All right, y'all. So this right here, the Unspoken Truth podcast show. This your boy JB, aka Spoken, and we got my brother Ed Mabrey on the line, and we are headed